There were usually 9 muses in ancient Greek mythology, but for the Alexandrine scholars, reading her poetry and marveling at her sweet words, there was one more, the one they called the 10th Muse, or the Poetess, Sappho. But who was Sappho? We know that she was born and wrote her first poems, the storied island of Lesbos. And we know that she accompanied her lyrics with the barbitos, a deep-sounding lyre. And she wrote about women and love and intimacy and passion, invoking her goddess, Aphrodite. And so beautiful were her songs that her contemporary and countryman, Alcaeus, called her holy, and she of the honeyed smile. And a little later, Solon, the famed lawgiver of Athens, is said to have asked, "Teach me a song of Sappho, so that I may learn it and die." But not all of Athens was so kind. "A woman writing about love?" said the comedians. "She must have been a promiscuous woman, concerned only with pleasures of the flesh," and they carried that image in their works. "She was the flower of Lesbos," Gnosis the poetess would say, "and may the muses love me as they did her." "She was a woman blinded by love for a man," said Menander. "She fell in love with the boatman, Phaon, and because he did not reciprocate her feelings, she decided to end her life. Desperate, she jumped from the Leucadian cliffs, clasping her lyre, for Aphrodite, her goddess, had done the same. But Antipater of Thessalonica, who proposed a canon of 9 female poets, would call her the female Homer, Sappho, jewel of the beautiful-haired woman of Lesbos. Still, although her poetry was celebrated for centuries, through the Roman times, to Christian Europe, to the Renaissance, all the way to today, others seemed more preoccupied with her personal life rather than her work. But who truly was Sappho? A poetess, the poetess. And in her words, "You alone, Sappho, are soul with the silence, soul with the night, and dreams that are darkness, weaving thoughts that are sighs from the heart, and their meaning vague as the shadow."
Find this and 100 more ancient stories of gods, heroes, and mortals that shaped classical Greece in one book, The Song of the Lyre. Order now